Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the San Diego Padres rebuild here on MLB The Show 24. That is right. In the last episode, we kick-started year number 4 in a great way because we've simulated into middle May, early to mid-May, and we've got 28 wins already. 28-15 is the record as we begin the episode. 3.5 game lead over the Dodgers, but Dodgers having a really, really good season as they usually do. And the problem that we had last year, if we go to the GM goals, is we have lost consecutive years in a row with losing in the NLCS. It just can't happen a third straight year. It simply cannot happen. We have to go to the World Series, and we have to win it. Right now, Shane McClanahan is pitching at a World Series caliber level. He is in contention for the Cy Young. I know we're still very early into the year, but he is in contention for the Cy Young, and he's on the last year of his deal. He is in a contract season pitching the best he's pitched ever to this point, which is when you want to be pitching your best baseball. So we will have to pay him a hefty amount at the end of the year. Shane Bieber has not pitched amazing, but he is pitching a little bit better than he was earlier in the year. Brian Bello struggling slightly, Paddock struggling slightly, and Detmers starting to heat up a little bit, but had been struggling a little bit slightly as well. Bullpen is phenomenal. Don't have any worries about the bullpen at all. The lineup, on the other hand, I don't really like it. I know I say that every episode. I don't know what I don't like about it. I just don't like it. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. Langford's been struggling. He really has. I think we should put the rookie. Mariano Alfonso is going to be our DH. That's a little bit weird. I know. It's a little bit weird, but we're going to have Paredes be the DH versus lefties. Alfonso will be the DH versus righties. And I think I'm going to take Fernando away from the leadoff spot. We're going to put Jackson Merrill at the leadoff spot. And Fernandez will hit fifth in both scenarios. Bohm will hit... no, he'll hit sixth there. Okay. So Bohm will still hit fifth. Actually, you know what? Bohm's cold. Let's move him down one. Okay. So that is how we will switch the lineup up for right now. Let's get simulated here. We got the rest of May to finish up. Oops, I'm going crazy here. We got the rest of May to finish up, and then we're going to finish up all of June as well, because in the next episode, I want it to be Draft Day, All-Star Week, and Trade Deadline all in the same episode, so that's what we will get done in the next episode. So we have to get through the rest of May and all of June. So let's get started here. 3-game set on the road in Coors Field in Colorado. Lose game 1, lose game 2. Not a good start to the episode. Not a good start, especially when the Rockies are not good. That's okay. We got 95 and 100% on these two. We'll take them out. They're not that good. We do pick a number 28 this year. But I want to do a similar strategy to what I've been doing in the Blue Jays series, which is scrolling all the way down deeper and deeper into the draft board and trying to find guys that are potentially be good but are ranked pretty low so that we can eventually have guys, when we're drafting super late, like in the 3rd or 4th round, we'll actually have guys that we know a little bit about because we've scouted them. So that's the goal. At least we avoid the sweep of the Rockies. But what is going on here? That's a 3-game sweep against the Rangers here. And it's 3 guys that I trusted. Well, Strom comes in and gets the loss there. But I don't know what's going on here. We take on the Braves. And we beat them. That's good at least. McClanahan has a shutout going because of course he does. And it's another scouting day. And the Dodgers have surpassed us. So we had a 3-game lead starting the episode, but we suffer a bunch of losses, and the Dodgers have climbed back into it. That's just what the Dodgers do. We got to 100% on that dude. Probably was a waste to get to 100% on him. I think we could have known, just using context clues, that he wasn't going to be that great. But it is what it is. We'll scout Willie Garcia maybe. Finalize the scouting plan. Okay, so we got to keep pace with the Dodgers. We cannot allow them to build a lead or we're going to be in big trouble. But it seems like we can't win baseball games right now because we lose to the Royals, who are a decent team, and they've built a 2.5-game lead. This is exactly what happened at the end of last year. We had a lead, we crumbled at the end, gave the Dodgers the division, and then had to work our butt off to get to the NLCS. This is exactly how it went. Although it's happening earlier in the year, this year, than it did last year. I think last time it happened last year, it was after the All-Star break. McClanahan's got another shutout going because he's a stud. He's really the only reason we're winning baseball games at all. We got to 95% on both of these guys. They both look kind of booty cheeks. So we will continue to go deeper and deeper. But that's the thing you're going to have to find out is these guys are going to be bad. There's a reason they're down here in the first place. They're going to be bad baseball players that need a lot of develop time. But I've got to scout them because we need to have some sort of idea of what we're doing late into the draft. I can't just be taking flyers every single pick because that's just going to be bad drafting. So gotta scout guys deeper. And I would prefer to win some baseball games, but we're not winning games. We're into June now. We had a really bad month of May. Really bad. And we're 3.5 games back of the Dodgers. Okay. What can we do to change anything? Can we make a trade early? I mean, McClanahan's good, but everybody else has sucked. Why is the pitching gone so sour? And the line, oh my God, the lineup is unbelievably cold. I guess Tatis it was a wrong decision to take him out of the leadoff spot. Oh my God, everybody is bad right now. Mariano Alfonso's heating up in the DH spot. That's good at least. But I don't know what's going on here. We got to try to do something. Strom is in a really tough situation. Pirates get the win. We're down by 1. You know what? First time jumping in this episode, I got to try to get us on the win streak here. We got to try something. Wyatt Langford at the plate. I really need you to get a base hit here, Wyatt. Loizaga on the mound. Slurve for ball 1. Come on, Loizaga. I need you to do something for me. I was early on the check anyway. I wouldn't have got a good hit. Actually, it says I had good timing on it. I don't know. It felt like I was early on it. Is he just going to be throwing slurves the whole time? Oh, he is going to be throwing slurves the whole time, and if I was more prepared for it, I would have hit that one really well. All right, there's no way he throws a 4th slurve, right? I'm going to call for it, but there's no way he throws another one. No, he didn't. He threw a circle change that time. 2-2 count. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Come on, Wyatt Langford. I was early. It was another slurve. I was super early on that. It's tough. That's real tough right there. That's real tough. I mean, look at this. He's just dotting me up with slurves. Circle change. I barely made contact with that. Barely. Can I get a base hit here? Come on, Wyatt. Nope. That's going to be ball 3. Wyatt's done a real good job of battling here. I'd love to get on base with a walk. I would certainly take that. Oh, mommy. That was a hit that I should have had. No doubt about that one. Slurve. Down low. That's ball 4. And I missed it. Shouldn't have swung in the first place. That was ball 4. Annoying. Very, very annoying. I missed that. Tatis grounder, and that is the end of the inning. Whew. Kind of brutal. If you do ask me, I'd say that's brutal. And we end up losing the game to the Pirates 7-3. What is happening? Alfonso hit a home run in the game. That's cool. I'm not quite sure why we are as bad as we have been. Mason Miller pulled his back. That's not good. We do win against the Pirates, thankfully, because it's Shane McClanahan, because of course we win with him on the mound. Brian Abreu's in a tough spot. We win the game, hold off the Reds. Paddock, we beat the Reds again. Okay, good. And Mason Miller's back. We got another scouting day. But it's just like, I have no idea what to do. I don't think I can ride it out until the... Can I ride it out until the deadline? I mean, Reed Detmers has not pitched good. Let's just be honest. He's starting to grow even more, but he's really just not pitching good. We got 100%. Ooh, Gilberto Sandoval. He could be something for us. Maybe he's a guy that we grab a little bit later. How about super deep into the 100s? Is there anybody down here into the 100s we could grab? Maybe Isaiah McNeil could be a guy. We'll keep everybody else. Can we beat the Reds? Vladdy is at the plate with 2 outs. Come on, Vladdy. I mean, you got to do it. Against his former team in his former ballpark, and by that I mean we had Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the Reds series we did just last year. Or a couple years ago. Because, yeah, it was a couple years ago. And it was MLB The Show 22, because 23 was the Royals. So, a couple years ago we did with the Reds series, and that was when we had Vladdy. But now we have him again here in the Padres series. And I'm hoping he can get a base hit to tie this baseball game up. I'm sending whoever was on first to third. Kind of just swap positions, and there it is. Oh, it looks like Langford was on first. Now he's on third. Vladdy ties it up. Good job, Big Vlad. And now it's Nolan Gorman, who has really disappointed this year. Really disappointed. He's not hit well with average or home runs, but he will give us the lead, and I don't think I can send Vladdy to third. There's no way he outruns that throw. So we get the lead against the Reds, and they pull Santillan, and they bring in Andrew Moore. Tatis is at the plate, 0 for 2 today. Come on, Fernando. We're in Cincinnati. You got to hit the baseball. It's a chopper. De La Cruz steps on the bag and ends the inning. But we get the lead, so I don't really care. As long as we can hold on. Class A. Tough situation. De La Cruz hit a solo shot, but it's 4-3. Nobody out. Bottom 9. They're going to bunt. That might be a bunt for a double play, but I don't think I can make it. And I'm not even going to make the... Wow. Wow. Bryce Terang with a bunt that allows for both people to stay safe. A perfectly executed bunt. Edmundo Sosa is at the plate. It's a 1-1 count. If we could get a double play, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely picture perfect. I'll take the strikeout, though. Edmundo Sosa swings and misses on the slider. Strike 3. And now it's James Outman, the former Pirates? No. Where did James Outman... Where was he at? I forget. Astros? No. I don't remember where James Outman was. He's not a Red, that's for sure. But now he is. Oh, that's a dangerous little hit that he had there. Very dangerous. Luckily, it went foul. We'll go with the cutter. It's a grounder past Henderson. Langford, you got to send this home or it's a tie ball game. 71 speed. Reds tie it in the 9th. Blown save by Clase. And Ellie De La Cruz, who hit a home run earlier, is back up with a chance to walk it off. And it's a steal situation. Get there, Ellie. Or JT, not Ellie, not Ellie. JT. JT Realmuto gets there for the bunt. Brock Wilkin. Brock. He's 0 for 3. Bottom 9. Clase already blew the save. Swing and a miss on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. We'll go with the slider to get to extras. Swing and a miss. And the Padres go to extras. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate that we have to go to extras. But I'll try to get this with Nolan Gorman. Last time I had Gorman, we got the RBI. I'm pretty sure, right? Or was it just to move Vladdy up? I don't remember. I think it was an RBI. Luke Jackson on the mound. We got 2 outs. Runner on first and second. Come on, Nolan. I need you to deliver. I need you to deliver. Luke Jackson. Chopper, foul. Come on, Gorman. Come on, Gorman. I need you here, big dog. I need you. Chopper, foul. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Whatevs, whatevs. No worries, no worries. It ain't no thing but a thing. Here comes another one. Chopper, foul. 1-2 count. Gorman is resilient. He's battling with Luke Jackson to try to stay alive. I really shouldn't even be in this situation. I probably should be walked by now. That's not going to be a swing. I'm not swinging at that. Absolutely not. Although, Gorman, you could have just lowered your elbow slightly and taken that one on the chin there. 2-2 count. Not swinging at that either. Ball 3. Luke Jackson's getting a little wild. He's a wild man out here. Let's see if he walks me here. Will he walk me? No, he's not. Gorman into center field. That'll score 1. It bounces off of James Outman in center field. That will score 1 and give the Padres the lead 5-4. Nolan Gorman delivers on back-to-back at-bats. And now it's Fernando Tatis. Can he get us some insurance? Is he the Geico man? Stares at a slider. Ball 1. They might need to pull Luke Jackson. He might not be the guy for him. He might not be the guy. Oh, why did I swing at that? The world may never know why I swung at that. I thought I could get a piece of it. I was even good timing. I might have been slightly late, but I felt like I could have had that one. Luke Jackson's really pinching me here, and that'll be a grounder to second base, well, to third base, thrown on to second. But Gorman gave us the lead, so hopefully that's all we needed. I'm really banking on the fact that that's all we need and we can go home. Devin Williams, finish the job, Devin. Devin didn't finish the job. Finish the job, Devin. Finish the job, Devin. Yes. Devin Williams ends this game in extras, and the Padres beat the Reds. All right, that's good stuff. Devin Williams gets the player of the game. Clase gets the win, even though he blew the save. We get the job done. We get a big win. Love to see it. Now we take on the Guardians. Let's get another win. No, that's a loss. Let's get another win. That's a win. There we go. There we go. There we go. 2 in a row. Like to see it. 4.5 games up on behind the Dodgers. This is exactly what I was worried about. I was worried that if we slipped up and lost a step, the Dodgers would climb back into it and never give it back. And that's the direction that we're headed right now. We are in a dangerous situation where if we don't go on a huge win streak, we might never get this division back. McClanahan's unbelievable, but the rest of the bullpen is really not. And it might be the Beebs. It might be the Beebs who has to go. Or, I like Brian Bello. I mean, these two guys down here aren't worth anything, to be fair. We might have to completely alter our starting rotation here. Does Bieber have any value? He has a little bit of value. We can't send Bieber to the Red Sox and get Dylan Cease back. Garrett Cole's having a great year, but he's costing way too much money. Who else is having a great season? I don't really want to trade Shane Bieber, but he's just not pitching very well. We could probably make a move for Spencer Strider. I could probably scrounge up enough value to get him. I could give them Shawnnell, but Shawnnell's on our team right now, and he's a valuable piece. Although we have Xavier Isaac, who I've been wanting to call up forever. Maybe I just go ahead and pull the trigger on that and call him up. I don't know. Triantos, he's having a decent season down in AAA. Really good season, actually, down in AAA. He's cold right now, but he's having a good season. Colt Keith, maybe he's the guy that we send away. I mean, we kind of just been fiddling around with him for no reason. What about Mason Wynn? Mason Wynn, will he ever have a spot on the team? I don't know. Joe Adele had a good year a couple years ago. Bo Hill, we drafted. A lot of these guys we've drafted. How are we able to acquire the guy that we need to acquire? If I were to package, I could package Shawnnell and Keith, which would be very detrimental to our young depth on the squad. I don't think that's the right move. I feel like that's a little bit overkill. Maybe that's not what we need to do. Maybe Spencer Strider's not the guy. He'd be awesome to have, but he might not be the guy. Maybe the guy is Justin Steele. Although he's on the last year of his deal at 31 years old, but he's having a fantastic season. Lodolo, Skubal, Skeens, Michael King, Freddie Peralta, Shohei, but Shohei's way too expensive and probably hard to get. Logan Webb, Grayson Rodriguez, Dylan Cease again. There's not really that many high-rated pitchers in baseball around this time. Like, there's a couple 95s, 96s. Yuri Perez is a 94. He's having a great year. I can't believe that Yuri Perez is finally good. He's never simulated well ever until finally now, I guess he's simulating well. I don't know, but Alcantara's having a good season. He's on last year. The free agent pitching market's going to be kind of crazy. There's going to be some guys in free agency this upcoming offseason. There are going to be some guys. Oh, where do we go with the Biebs? Do we trade Shane Bieber? And if we do, who do we trade him for? Your guess is as good as mine. Gavin Williams seems to have developed. Good for him. Cole Reagans is having a pretty solid year. We could do the Cole Reagans deal. But if I did that, I'd probably rather send Paddock back. Or even Detmers back. If I could send Paddock over there, I could give them Reese, whatever his last name is. We could give back any one of these bullpen arms, probably. Maybe not one of these guys. I don't want to give up any of the really, really good bullpen guys. I'm not crazy. There's got to be one player that pushes this across. Emmanuel Nash. Not William Yon. Not even Joe Adele does it. Shane Bagley. Why does everybody like Shane Bagley so much? I mean, he's a fine player. He's nothing crazy, I don't think. But he's the only guy that gets it across out of all the guys that I've thrown in there. Do I send Shane Bagley away? He's never made his debut. I think he was one of the first guys that we drafted. I think he was in that very first draft. He's never really done anything for us. He's good. He's a good player. Do I ever think he makes it to the bigs? Probably not. And if he allows us to get Cole Reagans, who has another year of arbitration and is having a pretty solid year, and he's cheaper, I think it makes the most sense. Who's the only other guy that I would trade? Maybe if I swap out Reese, maybe there's another guy that I could get away with giving up. What about if I give them Randy Vasquez? I could give up Woo-Suk. Roger Ryder I don't want to give up. There's got to be somebody. There's got to be somebody that I have on my team that they are willing to get that is not good. Somebody that I don't want to give up, or that I would be willing to give up. And it looks like it's just going to be Shane Bagley. Not even Joe Adele, which is really weird to me. You'd think that Joe Adele would be one of the guys that they would want. But I guess not. At least not this combination with Paddock and Vasquez. It looks like it might have to be Reese, and it might have to be the big dog. Although if I give him Brian Feliciano, but I'm already trading 2 starting pitchers. I can't get rid of another one. That'd be pretty stupid. I don't have a single bullpen guy. There's not a single bullpen guy. You got to be kidding me. Oh, Shane Bagley, is it really you? Is it really got to be you that I got to give up? I think it might have to be. Paddock, Reese, and Bagley to get Cole Reagans from the Royals. I'm going to make the trade. Shane, I'm sorry. I really am. Paddock now heads over to the Royals. We made a trade for him in the offseason, or signed him in free agency, whatever we did, and brought him back because he had been a Padre in the start of his career. Then he went to Minnesota, then came back, but he just wasn't the guy that I thought he was going to be. So we get a younger, slightly younger, not too much younger, but guy in Cole Reagans is having a better season. He's having a better season. and he's got more upside. So I'm going to take that. So that's a big trade that we made. Wasn't expecting in this episode to have to make a trade. And then, is it the Shane Bieber trade, or do I just let this ride? Do I just let this ride until the deadline? Do we just save the Bieber trade until the deadline to make it more interesting? I don't know. Because if I'm going to get somebody for Shane Bieber, it's got to be somebody phenomenal. And Spencer Strider is about the most phenomenal guy you can probably get in terms of overalls. I mean, you could go for a guy that's technically a higher overall in Sandy Alcantara, but is he going to be that level for that much longer? Yuri Perez has got a chance to be at that level for a long time. But is he consistent? We've had Yuri Perez in the past, and he has not been consistent. Bobby Miller's having a rough year. Dodgers have no money, so we can't even make a trade with them if we wanted to. And then the only other guy is Dylan Cease. We'd have to throw somebody else back in the trade. But I've gone down that Dylan Cease road in the past, and it hasn't really worked. Spencer Strider feels like the right idea. But it's going to have to be a lot in return. And I don't have a lot of depth. That's something that we do lack. We do lack a lot of depth. I guess I would throw... Shawna would probably have to go in the deal. Shawna would definitely have to go in the deal. I could throw in Wusuk. He's down in AAA right now, so it wouldn't even be that big of a deal. This would be the trade, I think. Unless... Can I get away with not giving out Shawna? I'd prefer not to have to give him up, but if he might be the only guy that gets it crossed. Joe Adell does, but do I want to give up Joe? Would I rather keep Shawna or would I rather keep Joe Adell? I think I'd rather keep Joe Adell mainly because we just don't have a lot of outfield presence. We're kind of thin. William Yan gets it through. William Yan's one of our first draft picks as well, and he is bad. Very bad. But he also pushes this across. Oh, mommy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. What about one of these first basemen? Please be one of them. Nope, none of the first basemen make it go through, unfortunately. It looks like it's either going to be Shawna or it's going to be William Yan. And if I had to choose either one, I'd probably choose Shawna to stay. So it's going to have to be this. So Shane Bieber heading to the Braves, and Wusuk go, and William Yan for Spencer Strider. Trade accepted. 2 massive trades before the trade deadline. I mean, can you actually believe what I just did right there? I can't even believe it if we're being honest. I am stunned at what I've just done. Okay, so I've, in theory, fixed the rotation. We will find out if it actually does fix it. Let's get to these guys' first outings. So we simulate first game. Cubs, they beat us, because of course they do. Reed Detmers, we beat them. Scouting day, McClanahan's on the mound for that next game. 95% on Alex Cabrera. We will fix that, or change that, I mean. We'll go into the 100s, and we will look to find somebody that could be pretty sexy here. Who is that guy? It's not looking too good. Like, there's going to be anybody here. There could be somebody, I guess. There's a guy that's got possibility of 99. There's absolutely no way he actually has that, but this guy, Willie Garcia, actually is going to be pretty good. We're already at 80%. His stats look really good. That could be a really nice little player to grab there. Shane McClanahan, did he lose that game? He did. Wow, Shane struggled. Okay, this is the Spencer Strider debut. We are going to quick manage, we're going to player lock with Spencer Strider. We'll do the same with Cole Reagans. We'll show both of their debuts in this episode. Let's go get it with Spencer Strider. His debut as a Padre. Hopefully it goes well. And here we go. Spencer Strider's first pitch as a San Diego Padre is a foul off by Esteury Ruiz. Let's see what we can do here. Unfortunately, when you player lock, you can't do quick counts. But that's a chopper, and that should be the catcher. But Ruiz is too fast. Ethan Salas tried to make the play. Ruiz is too fast. Little chopper gets it. Jung-Ho Lee will stare at a fastball for a ball. Come on, Spencer, do not let me down. We traded a decent amount to get you. We hold the second wild card spot right now. That is unfortunate. As Ruiz tries to steal, and he completes the steal successfully, his 19th of the season, as we have a 3-0 count on Jung-Ho Lee. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. There we go. That's a nice bounce back pitch. 3-2 count. Ruiz stays at second, and Lee will swing over top of the slider. Strike 3. Strider's first strikeout as a member of the Padres. Andrew Vaughn will send that to second base. Out number 2. Ruiz does advance to third for Luis Robert. Robert stares at a fastball. Let's go 2-seam this time. How is that not strike 2, ump? I mean, let's be real. How is that not strike 2? Swing and a miss over the curveball. Strike 2 officially. And then back to the slider. Strike 3. Strider gets out of danger. Robert frozen. That's a good first inning. Now it's Blake Sable to lead off the second for the Giants, and he sends that into center field. That's going to pass the left center gap, and he's going to have extra bases here. Blake Sable leads off double. Not a good start. It is now time for Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux, grounder, shortstop, make the play. Can't do it, 82 speeds too quick. Gavin Lux delivers, first and second. Gunnar Henderson tried. Tyler O'Neill, former Cardinal, now playing here in San Francisco. Or for San Francisco, we're not in San Francisco. 2-seamer gets called strike 1. We'll go with the circle change. Got to get a double play here, something. Strike out anything. Cannot allow 3 straight hits to start the second. Slider doesn't chase it. Good discipline. Although, to be fair, it wasn't really that great of a pitch. Back to the slider again. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strider delivers a nice first out. Good punch out. And now the double play would be perfect. Tommy Edman, another former Cardinal, grounds it foul. Circle change. Swing and a miss. How about a 2-seamer? Pops that in the air. Shouldn't be deep enough to advance any runs. And they all go back anyway. So now there's 2 outs in the inning. Okay. Love to see it. Good job from Jackson Merrill. It is Matt Chapman. Ball 1. These umpires are unbelievable. I mean, what are we talking about here? Over top of the slider. Strike 1. Multiple different occasions, they've missed a lot of strikes. It's very unfortunate. Here comes the strikeout pitch. The curveball is not there. They're going to advance the runners on a maybe a pass ball. That is unfortunate. That's a mistake, a wild pitch that I did not mean to throw. Chapman fouls off the fastball, and we'll go back to the slider. It is Mr. Reliable. The slider, strike 3. You got to give it to me. These umpires are unbelievable, bro. I can't with these umpires, man. We get him swinging and missing on the strikeout on the slider anyway, so it doesn't come back to bite us. But these umpires are really testing the old patience. Ruiz. Oh, Alfonso hit a solo shot in the second inning to give us a 1-run lead. Maybe Alfonso can make his name for the Rookie of the Year. That'd be amazing. I'd love that. It seems like putting him in that DH spot has really helped him. So that's always nice to see. I'd really love Ruiz to not get on base here, and he will not. Swing and a miss on the slider. Seems like the slider might be the go-to strikeout pitch for us, as Jung-Ho Lee will come up to the plate. He's going to try to bunt. That's right in front of Salas, but it'll be a foul ball anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We'll go back to the 2-seamer this time. And that'll be a send into left field. Got it. All right, Nolan Jones makes the play. Andrew Vaughn back up. He's 0 for 1. And he got a good piece of that, but fouled it. Okay, that was dangerous. He's got 9 runs in his last 10 games, so he's been on a slight hot streak. But we're going to try to end that here with the slider. Got him. Strike 3. Big punchy. And that is the inning. That was a really good inning. That was a very clean inning after a couple of the first 2 that were a little bit more on the ugly side of things. 12 home runs for Luis Robert so far this year. Not the greatest season. I mean, we are deep into the dog days right now, and he's only got 12 home runs. Little rough. And that's a strikeout on the slider. It seems like nobody can hit the slider from Spencer Strider. The slider from Strider. It's lethal. Fastball literally dead center. That could not have been more center, but Sable stares at it. Swings and misses over the 2-seam. And let's get him on the circle change. Nestor Cortez had a complete game against the Yankees. Grounder, Gunner. Great play, on to first, out number 2. Gunnar Henderson delivers. Gavin Lux, he got a base hit last time he was up. And he will get another one. Yes, he will, right in front of Nolan Jones in the left field, little popper. And that is extending the inning. Gavin Lux could be pretty tough to get out today, from what I'm noticing. From what I'm noticing. Here is the 2-seamer, and they're going to try to steal, and he's out. No, he's not. I thought that was an out. Wow. Gavin Lux steals second on me. On Ethan Salas, of all people. The youngster. But a slider gets, I mean, that slider is deadly. It's unhittable right now. The Spencer Strider slider is, maybe I should just start calling him Spencer Slider, because it's pretty lethal right now. Maybe I should rename him Spencer Slider because of this, how dangerous the slider has been so far. That's off the bag. That's dangerous. But luckily, Vladdy tags the bag as he gets the ball. So that was kind of wild, actually. Kind of wild. Nice little pitch there. 11-year career for Matt Chapman. He's been around the block. Swings over the 2-seamer, and if history's going to repeat itself, the slider should get him on strikes. Oh, he actually got a piece of it. He sends it to third base, and that'll be the out. I don't know if that's Paredes out there or who it is, but whoever it is made the good play. Your Ruiz will ground that to second base, and Gorman will get him out. Very close play, though. Ruiz is pretty fast. Very close play. Top 6 here in San Diego. Still a 1-0 lead for Spencer. We'll go 2-seam action. Ooh, missed it. Jung Ho Lee missed it. Here comes the circle change. Oh, Jung Ho Lee got a real good rip of that. Just foul. My God. 4 feet outside the foul pole. Jung Ho Lee could have really damaged my day. But that's another slider for a strikeout. Spencer's slider. That's 9th strikeout of the day for Spencer in his debut here in San Diego. Andrew Vaughn puts that into center field. The right center gap. That's going to get to the wall, or at least the warning track. It will bounce off the wall. That's going to be a double for Andrew Vaughn. If he was any faster, he probably has a triple there. It took him a long time just to get from first to second. But that's a dangerous little situation to be in. Similar to where we were when it came to the first couple innings of the game. We've kind of cooled off since then. Or calmed down, I guess, since then. But now we're going up against Luis Robert, who has a dangerous bat. Especially when he's got a hitter's count like a 3-1. And he will walk. But that frees up the double play, or opens up the double play. Sable at the plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball. We'll go with the 2-seam. Swing and a miss. We'll go with the circle change. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sable, 3 straight strikes. Strikeout number 10. Gavin Lux. He's been tough to get out today. Stares at a fastball. Strike 1. 2-seam. Ball 1. Okay, that got a little bit away from Strider there. We'll go circle. Swing and a miss. Go to the slider. It's the strikeout pitch, but this time he pops it into left field. Get there, Nolan, and he will. Strider survives the inning, and he's happy about it. They're going to keep Strider in. Probably not something I probably would keep him in too. I don't know. It's tough to say. His stamina is getting a little bit low, so that's a little bit concerning. but who knows? I'd probably keep him in for this inning and then take him out in the next. But I guess we'll see what they want to do. Knowing the AI, as long as Strider gets out of this inning with no runs allowed, he's probably going to stay in. That bounced off of Strider, so maybe he won't stay in now. Strider takes a pitch off, I think, of his thigh or maybe his hip, something like that. So maybe now they're more concerned about him. I'd really rather not have my new addition take an injury right there in his first game. That'd be kind of annoying. But we'll see if we can get Tommy Edman out on the slider. No, he fouls that off. Maybe they're starting to figure out the slider. I would hope that they wouldn't. Circle change into foul territory. Back to the slider. Fouls it off. Come on, Tommy. Do not figure out my slider. He doesn't swing at that. How do you not swing at that, big dog? How do you not swing at that? The curveball, something we haven't thrown very much. He fouls it off. And Tommy Edman's being a real stingy guy and doesn't take that either. 8 pitches this at bat. The energy is really draining for Strider, but he just throws straight up gas at Tommy Edman and gets him. Just had to go straight up fastball on that one. Chapman misses. 0-1 to Chapman after the miss. This is dangerous for Strider, but I think we can get out of it. I really do. I really believe he's been lethal with the slider today. That one's in the air. Vladdy going after it. Stay in bounds, and it will. 2 down in the inning. Can Strider go 7 strong against the Giants in his debut? There's going to be a runner going. 77 speed. Safe. Man, we are not very good at catching guys stealing. That is for sure. That's like 3 stolen bases now. Maybe 2. I know Ruiz got 1. But we're going to try to get him on a slider here. The slider's been lethal. Ennis continues to be lethal. But that was a long inning. Are they going to allow Strider to go to 8th? They will. Not the decision that I would have made, but remember, I'm player locking, so I am not the manager for this game. I probably would have pulled Strider for the setup man or whoever. But they think that Strider can go into the 8th. I don't agree, but I can't make that decision. So we're going to try and get out of the 8th with no damage done because we still only have the 1-run lead, but that slider is still killing the Giants. They cannot figure it out, and that's the 13th strikeout for Strider tonight. He has had himself quite the debut, I will say that much. Quite the debut. Here comes the 2-seam, just on the outside for ball 1. That energy is really low. There's absolutely no way that they bring Strider back out for the 9th. There's no way. Even the AI wouldn't do that. Because Strider, you can tell he's losing some of that grip, and he might have just lost it right there as Andrew Vaughn sends that for a tying home run. Yeah, Strider didn't have anything else in the tank, and they're going to pull him here. Yep, Strider's day is done. That's so unfortunate. Why would they keep me? And then we lost the game? A lot of home runs and doubles and stuff happened. We lose the game to the Giants after Strider goes 6 1/3 of really good baseball, but they put up 6 runs in the 9th inning, and we lose the game. Unbelievable. Strider in his debut had a fantastic day, but just could not get the job done. And we play the Giants again, but this time it is Cole Reagans. And you know what? I said that we were going to do it, so we are going to do it. Cole Reagans will get the start, his debut now, against the Giants. Here is the debut of Cole Reagans. We had the righty, now we have the lefty. 2 big trades in this episode. Absolutely not what I expected coming into the episode, but here we are. We made 2 trades. We traded Chris Paddock. We traded the Biebs, Shane Bieber, who's been here for a while here in San Diego, but he just wasn't cutting it. He was not producing up to my high standards. We all know I have pretty high standards, and he wasn't living up to it. Reed Detmers is the next man out if he doesn't turn it around. We've tried this experiment plenty of times in the past with Reed Detmers on different MLB The Shows, and he never really ever turns in anything. He just kind of is a guy, and I can't have just guys when we're trying to rebuild and win a championship, especially when we've went to back-to-back NLCSs and we've lost both of the series. We cannot have just guys in a save like that, considering where we've been. So we got to have superstars. We got to have guys that go above and beyond, and apparently we don't have that right now in the pitching rotation, except for Shane McClanahan, who's on a Cy Young caliber pace. We'll find out. We'll get there. I feel like we can turn it around. We just got to have better bullpen help, which our bullpen's the best in the league. I don't know how we're blowing games the way that we did. We allowed 6 runs in the 9th inning to the Giants. That's kind of crazy. That shouldn't really be the case. So if we can turn that around and clean it up for the second half of the year, that would be fine and dandy. That would be perfect. That would be the ideal thing to have happen. But we will find out. It's going to be a long road ahead. Are we going to make it? That's a crushed baseball. That cutter, I left it so poorly in the middle of the zone. That one's not Cole Reagan's fault. That's my fault. I completely just sailed that cutter right in the middle of the plate. That is not Cole Reagan's fault. That is 1,000% my fault. Oopsie daisy. Got to come back and try to rally after that home run. That's an unfortunate home run to allow, especially this early into the game. But we need the bats to arrive. Hopefully the bats will show up for us. I mean, it's such a... You know what the most consistent... The consistency isn't that the bats show up. It's the consistency that the bats don't show up. Like, 9 times out of 10, you can almost guarantee that the Padre bats are not going to arrive, and that's not really even my fault. Did I put that baseball in a bad spot? Patrick Bailey sends that over the wall, the right field wall. I felt like that wasn't that bad of a location. I mean, it's not a great location, but I can't believe that's a home run. That's already a 2-0 lead for the Giants here in the top of the second. Cole Reagan's debut is not going as good as Spencer Strider's debut went, but Cole Reagan's, it's early into his game. Strider had a really good day, but we still got time. And maybe this Giants team is just the real deal. Who knows? Maybe they're just freaks. That's all possible. We're going to try to turn it around. We need the bats to wake up, though. I know it's only a second. Saying wake up in the second inning is kind of wild thing to say, but we need them to show up. We need them to arrive and hit a few home runs, get a few base hits, score some ribbies, and help out Cole Reagan's. It seems like they don't want to do that, at least not for the second inning. So we will go to the top of the third. I cannot allow another run here in the third. I need to settle down here. And we need to have a clean inning, basically. If we can have a clean third inning, that would be perfect. That's going to be a grounder to Nolan Gorman. He'll throw that on to first. Vladdy gets the out perfectly, and we're back up to the top of the order for the Giants. Jung-Ho Lee literally right down the middle. Excuse me. It was so down the middle it made me choke. Jung-Ho Lee, cutter, he fouls that off. And now we'll try to strike him out with a little bit of a slide piece. See if we can get him on the punchy. And no, he chased that against Strider. He does not chase it. He must have watched the tape. He does not chase it against Cole Reagan's. It was a respectable effort, but he does chase after the circle change down low, and he misses. Big strikeout for Reagan's, number 2 on the night. Luis Matos up next. He will stare at a fastball down low, and we'll try to hit him with a little cut piece. See if we can get him. Oh, he sends that foul down the first base side. And then we'll go circle change. It worked on Jung-Ho Lee. Why would it work? Why would it not work on Luis Matos? He grounds it to third base. Boom! Stretches up in the air for it. 62 speed. That's a close play, but they're going to call him safe. It's a base hit for Matos. That is a real close play. Good effort from Bohm. He had to snatch that out of the air. That was a tough play for him. And he still made it very, very close. Andrew Vaughn, he hit a home run against Strider, I think. And now he's trying to hit a home run against Cole Reagan's. There's the circle change, and he swings over the top of it and misses it. No damage done. Reagans goes to the 4th. But Lou Bob, he's got one of the home runs today. And he might have had a second one. That has got some distance to it. It's going to be just out of the outstretched glove of the center fielder. And he's going to go 3. Jackson Merrill sends it to the cutoff man. But Lou Bob has himself a home run and a triple in today's game. And we are only in the 4th. He's got the 2 hardest pieces of the cycle out of the way. That is not good. Luis Robert is cooking my genitalia right now. Let's see if we can strike out Matt Chapman. We got to get out of danger here. That's a chopper foul behind home plate. Let's go with a slider. Ooh, he doesn't chase it. The discipline is out of control for the Giants. They are learning from their mistakes against Strider, and he doesn't chase after that either. It's a full count to Matt Chapman. I'm giving him the stinkiest of all the cheeses and hoping he misses right over the top of it. And he will. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chapman goes down. We got a little bit of danger here, but Patrick Bailey's the other man who has the home run. So we got to be careful. Can't take him for granted. He's not hitting amazingly with runners in scoring position, but he might have just hit a home run. He didn't. He hit it into the left center gap. It's going to be extra bases, an RBI double at least for Patrick Bailey. And this is not the debut that I wanted for Cole Reagans. He can't seem to figure out Luis Robert and Patrick Bailey, the only 2 guys on the Giants that have caused any damage. And for some reason, I can't get him out. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm putting the ball in locations that they shouldn't be able to hit, but they are hitting them. Strike 3 on the circle change. Edman goes down. He froze him. Good job from Reagans. Joey Weimer's up next. Good fastball from Reagans. Good location. We'll go with the slide piece next. That is going to be ball 1 just underneath the zone. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Curveball action. Bad location from Reagans. Didn't really control that at all. Back to the fastball. Strike 2. What do we call here for the strikeout pitch? Circle change maybe? Low and inside. Strike 3. Froze him as well. Cole Reagans gets out of danger, but allows the 1 run to Patrick Bailey. I don't know what it is about Bailey and Robert. Can't get him out. At least not with Reagans. Ethan Salas hit a 2 RBI double, so it's 3-2. That is perfect. Gets Cole Reagans back into this game, only down by 1 now. That's going to be up the middle into center field. Base hit for Miguel Vargas. Okay, Cole Reagans, a little bit shaky. Jung Ho Lee up, but the double play is in play here. There is a chance for a double play if we can just get Jung Ho Lee to ground ball. Oh, that's got to be strike 3. These umpires today in this episode have been brutal for calling strikes for me. They have not done it. It's like half the time, even more than half the time, feels like 85% of the time, they're calling a ball instead of a strike for me. Matos is up next. He has a base hit already. Fastball blown by Jung Ho Lee. We'll go with the cutter, see if we can strike him out. And he grounds at third base. Boom, on to second. Gorman to Vladdy, and that is the double play. Exactly what we needed. That is the perfect scenario that could have happened right there. And Matos smokes that to shortstop. Gunnar Henderson fields. A little bit of a chopper, and it's going to be an error on Gunnar Henderson. He just dirted the baseball. What are you doing, Gunnar? I mean, it's just unnecessary errors and unnecessary mistakes. These shouldn't be happening, and yet they are because we're a bad baseball team, apparently. Apparently, we suck big, fat cojones. Slider back up to Reagans off the glove. 26 speed. Get there, Cole. And it's going to be a base hit. This is just the worst thing that I could ever imagine. Cole Reagans' debut is going in the toilet. And now it's Lou Bob back up. He's got a home run and a triple today. If he gets a double, we're in trouble. That's going to be up to Gorman. On to second. Gets out of the inning. I mean, that's not a good inning for Cole Reagans. I know we didn't allow any runs in that inning, but that is not a very good inning. We go to the top of the 6th, still 3-2. Chapman smokes the baseball into left field, but not hard enough. It'll fly right into the glove of the left fielder, Nolan Jones, And now Patrick Bailey, who's got 2 hits as well. He sends that into center field. Merrill going back. Not deep enough. Merrill will grab it. All right, this is a much better inning. 2 quick outs. Not really working Cole Reagans too hard. This is a much better performance here in the 6th. But that's not a good strike right there. That's a ball. 1-0 count. Here comes the cutter. There it is. That's beautiful. Love to see it. Try to hit him in a slide piece. Edman stares at a slider. These pitches just need to be located a little bit better. If they are, we'd have such better luck. That one is fouled off. And now all we got to do is try to strike him out with a curveball here. Hopefully we can do so. He doesn't chase. 3-2 count to Edman. He's being very stingy right here. Very disciplined. Strike 3. Got him on the circle change. Good inning from Reagans. Real good inning, and they pull him in the 7th, or to start the 7th. We win the game, thank God. A grand slam from Nolan Gorman, plus a solo shot from Bohm, and a 2-run homer from Tatis. Okay, but a grand slam from Nolan Gorman? I'll take that. That's huge. That's a big win. Clay Holmes gets the win, though. All right, we will wrap up the month of June right now. We get some wins. We need to get as many wins as possible to catch the Dodgers. We are 4 games back right now. We still got a lot of baseball to be played. It's not like we have to catch them right now. This dude right here looks to be the real deal. This Willie Garcia dude, I mean, he's 79 to 94 potential. He could be my 2nd round pick. He's 18 years old. He's got everything you want. This could be the best player in the draft. Probably not. But he could really be a really good player. That is going to be one of my top picks. He's going to be my 2nd round pick. I'm not going to waste any time not taking him because he's probably going to be gone by the 3rd round. So I'm taking him in the 2nd round. I might even take him in the 1st round. He's that good. I feel like he's going to be that good. So yeah, we found our top pick, one of our top picks, Willie Garcia. Now we just got to find another guy that might have similar attributes that we can take even later. Maybe like Johnny Mobley. He's got a good beard. We will move you out, and we'll just keep on scouting. Keep on scouting. We really need to scout some outfielders because we don't have any depth at outfield, really, at all. To be fair, we're very thin at every position. We don't have a lot of depth at any position, really. So we got to just get depth any way we can, whether that's signing free agents or drafting guys or whatever it may be. There's not really any talent down this board, is there? Yeah, all these guys are not ranked for a reason. We're going to get back to the guys that are actually at least ranked. Because then there might be some sort of slim talent available. How about Randall Duncan? We'll scout him. All right, let's keep finalizing. We only got 20 days until the draft. We have swept the Marlins. That's a good start. Bello's got a shutout going. He holds on. Can we win this game? Jackson Merrill at the plate. I'm going to try it. I would prefer our win streak not end to the A's. I know we're 4 years into this save, and the A's are different than what they are in real life, but it's still the A's at the end of the day. They're not going to be that good. So I would prefer to win this ball game, but let's see what happens here. Kyle Muller on the mound. Jackson Merrill stares at a slider, ball 2. Let's see what we can get here. Give me something to believe in. Jackson Merrill, grounder, first base, double play, inning over. Actually, no. That's A's baseball right there. The first baseman had a double play, and he threw it so bad that the second baseman didn't step on the bag. This is a double play to end the inning. And the first baseman sends the second base. What are you doing, big dog? That's embarrassing. So we are able to get bases loaded with 1 out and not end the inning. That is A's baseball to a T right there. But the rookie, Mariano Alfonso, steps to the plate with the bases loaded. Can the rookie show us what he's got? Come on, Rook. Make a name for yourself. Make a name for yourself. He's hitting 181 with runners in scoring position. Not what you want to see. But he's a rookie. Not going, obviously. That'd be stupid. That's a waste of an out right there. Looks like they got Soderstrom behind the plate. That's nice. What do we got here? What do we got here, Mariano? Mariano Alfonso, that's 2 RBIs that I missed because I was early. That's 2 RBIs missed because I swung slightly early. Unfortunate. Oh, that's another RBI missed because I swung and missed. That's good timing, too. Slightly late, but still says good timing. I really should have hit that baseball. Not swinging at that. That's 2-2. 2-2 count to the Rook. Not swinging at that. That's close. That could have easily been strike 3. Easily. Nolan Jones got a triple today? That's wild. Full count to Mariano Alfonso. Swinging at that one. That's going to be down into the glove of the left fielder. And I can't send anybody home, but these A's are horrible, man. They're making throwing errors all kinds of places. Nolan Jones with 2 outs. Just get a base hit, big dog. Anything that gets a hit scores at least 1, maybe 2. Nolan Jones sends that to the sky, but not deep enough. We had the bases loaded and couldn't do anything with it. That sums up the episode. We lose the game to the A's, and our win streak ends. That sums up the episode right there. I mean, there's not much else I can even say. I mean, we lose to the A's because we had a bases loaded, couldn't do anything with it. Lose to the Tigers, beat the Tigers, another scouting day, one of our final ones. We got 100% on this guy. Some of these guys are bad. Some of these guys are very bad. But that's the whole point. Got to scout them. This guy doesn't look too good at all, does he? Doesn't look too good at all. Let's see if we can find anybody with really good overall. I mean, the guys that have the good overall, we've kind of already found. It doesn't look like there's anybody that's too crazy good, but this guy's got 99 potential, so we might as well find out if that's true or not. Probably not. Might as well find out. Tigers, Tatis, we win. Thank you. Cardinals, Paredes, we lose. Paredes, we lose. Oh, we win. Abrams, we win. There we go. There we go. We lose that game. It's 50-37, 2 games back of the Dodgers. That is a manageable deficit to come back from. That's a very manageable deficit to come back from. They've got Elly De La Cruz on the trade block. What? There's no way. Elly De La Cruz on the trade block? I mean, he's got 2 years of arbitration left. I mean, Elly De La Cruz would be fun. And Isaac Paredes, I mean, he's doing a decent job. I mean, that might open up some interesting possibilities for the next episode. Elly De La Cruz might be coming to play in San Diego. He might be coming to play in San Diego next episode. There's all kinds of different possibilities. Plus, what do we do? Oh, look at the pitch rotation. Everybody's hot. We made 2 big trades today. Strider and Cole Reagans have arrived in San Diego. Shane McClanahan's having a Cy Young caliber season. Bello and Detmers are kind of trailing far behind, but they're doing better now. What happens at the trade deadline this year? Do we make a bunch of moves? Do we make a minimum amount of moves? What happens? I don't know. I'm excited, though. Hope you guys are as well. Hit that like button if you want to enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.